Do. That one. How's that? Is that better? Can we hear? How's that? Aha! Yeah. Well, YouTube was being a pain in the butt to get started. It wouldn't let me get started. Now my mic options are being started. There we go. Well, welcome. We're back on a Saturday. Hope everybody's had a good week. I've had an interesting week, but that's pretty normal for me. We're back in our Big River colony. We've got a bunch of stuff to do. We're going to be focusing on getting this bad water off the map. And then we'll move out across the map, maybe get some bots today. Hope everybody had a great week. Mine was confusing at best, but that's okay. But we'll get started here and try and remember where we left off. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out. But no, it was a nice long week. But I'm looking forward to the short week. My fellow folks that get a Labor Day off Monday, that'll be nice. Hopefully everybody else gets Monday off as well. Let's see, what are we working on here? We've got a bunch of stuff to get in. Let's get some storage over here. We'll do one for those. There we go. We're looking good. No, it's been one of those crazy weeks where everything that you don't want to happen happens. So, but you know what? Anymore, with the way the world is going, it feels like that's an every week thing. So, you know, you just kind of roll with it anymore, right? Ooh, I need some stairs there. There we go. We need to get down in here before the next bad tide. In one of those years, to the point I am now couch surfing. Ooh. Couch surfing is a bit rough. I do not envy you, my friend. I don't know. My phone keeps randomly ringing. I hate that. Part of it is my fault, though. I got one of those new doorbell systems, and I live on a fairly busy street, and it's set to go off every time a vehicle passes. But I don't want to turn the vehicle off because it also shows my driveway. So there's kind of... Oh, I've been playing Water Beavers, so I'm looking for the wrong stuff here. Here we go. So I want it to show when a car shows up in my driveway, but not when it goes every time a car goes by on the street. And it seems to want to think that I want to see every car that goes by on the street. I'm not sure how to set it to get it to do the right way, though. Let's see. Algae. Are we making algae? We are making algae. We just don't have any to speak of at the moment. There we go. Oh, good selected. We're gonna want dynamite. And let's do some logs. We'll do some planks. And we'll do maybe some metal blocks. There we go. What are our builders working on? There's gotta be a mod out there that kind of tells you what everybody's working on. If there is, I've got to find it. If anybody knows what it might be called, let me know. Are they working on these things here? Maybe that's what they're working on. Let's If you will solve it. You know, maybe I'll just make my own. One of these days, I will get into making mods. I've done programming a little bit in my professional career, and it was not my thing. But you're right. It might be just a certain amount of time before it. Hello? Uh-oh. Did I kill it? Wait for the program. Okay. Ah, there. It was thinking about changing seasons. Yeah. Prophet. Hello. Hi, Prophet. How are you doing? I need a gold Ducati statue. You know what? You could probably get one. It would be hard to well, you might be able to take one from like one of the Star Trek games and use that model. I mean, you're wondering who I am. I used to be called both on Major and then Vanguard. Oh. Both. I've asked on Discord and Reddit. My modding was last done in Civ 2.3. Yeah. I can't do programming on Maker. It's called both Major and then Vanguard. I'm trying to remember. Not sure. I tried messing with one of the mods itself. Ah, yes. Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate all of my subscribers. When I started the channel, my goal, my ultimate goal, was 100 subscribers, and I really thought I would never get there. Text-to-speech is... Yes, my text-to-speech has problems with my voice. It doesn't like it very much for some reason. I don't know why. I have a bit of a weird voice, but text-to-speech never gets my stuff right. Algae rations. Hey, we've got algae rations. All right. We've got all the foods. Are they actually building this stuff over here? Let's maybe get those up prioritized. Wilson, you've gone way over. Yeah, that's why I'm always so thankful of all of my subscribers. It's something I just never thought I would get this far, so I'm grateful that there are people out there that enjoy what I'm doing, even if what I'm doing is sometimes silly. So I'm always glad when people show up. Let's see. We need to get sluices, don't we? Do we have sluices unlocked? We don't have it even unlocked. Let's unlock it. Oh, you know what? I have a ton of science. In my 13... You'll get there. Stay with it. You're probably going to bid now. Nah. I've had them for a long, long time. You would think I'd hear better, but no. That's not what these are for. There we go. Let's see. What are we missing here? Nothing. They're just not building it. Are they working on these? Is that what they're working on? Planks. Am I out of planks? I'm out of planks. Oh. Well, that would be why. Let's get some logs over to the plank makers, please. They are kind of floppy, but they're not as floppy as they could be. Maybe someday, if I ever get an update, they'll be a little bit more floppy, but not for now. For now, they seem to be pretty good. I do have ideas for updates, though, which is good. Did I not put... I didn't put a gate over here? What am I doing? What am I even doing? This seems like a silly mistake. Yes, what's with your white hair? I'm just that old. We'll just say that. I am just that old. I know I'm not the oldest VTuber around, but I'm a little older than most. That would be over 165. Still more color than me. Yeah, that's all right. You've got a couple of people that are just missing the hair. I'm just glad it's still there. You know, sometimes it's just good that it's still there. Let's see. Although, to be fair, Orioles are notorious for two things: weak chins and no hair loss. I don't know. My family has plenty of hair loss. 18, I thinned out. By 20, Gray moved in. I should see? Nothing wrong with that. I know a lady that is her number one characteristic she looks for in guys is a big shiny head. So don't take that out of context. So I mean, yeah, you know, there are people out there that dig it. Those have weak chins. Meh. We don't have to take a hit, though. We just have to deal them. That's what we do. See? That's what it is. You find the one who, they're your type, and you stick with them. That's the best way to do it. He's gonna live? Yeah, he'll live. Hair gain. You know, I had a friend way back in high school. I still see him occasionally, but we swore he was just a small gorilla in disguise. The guy was super, super, super hairy all the time. Very strong, very small, long arms. He might have been. He was angry often, but he was an unusual fellow. Looked like #1 from Umbrella Academy. I've not seen Umbrella Academy, which is strange because usually I love anything comic book adjacent. Comic books, comic book adjacent. A couple of my favorite YouTube channels are all comic book channels. You go to school with me or something? No, probably not, but you know, small, hairy, and angry does fit quite a few people. They and Doom Patrol were such a refreshing switch on superheroes. Was Doom Patrol based on the original Doom Patrol? I know there was a Doom Patrol show. Wait, were these like WB shows? I have hair on my yeah, I know some guys with hairy shoulders. Looks like they're wearing a sweater when they're at the pool. Yeah. I know those kind of guys. Why are they not building this? They like don't want to for some reason. I have no idea who made them all. At all. I mean, some of the WB ones. Ooh, let's get some of these scientific projects out of the way. Some of the WB ones, like when the WB The Flash first came out, I really, really liked it. And then I think I watched it through the second season and didn't watch... Oh, Law and Science. That's fine. And, yeah, I didn't... For some reason, just didn't follow up with any of their other stuff. And I never got around to watching Arrow, so didn't watch... What was their other one? Something like Heroes of Tomorrow or something. I didn't watch the Superman either. I heard it was alright. Then again, my Superman will always be Christopher Reeves, so it would be weird seeing somebody else in the Superman role, I guess. Arrow and Small Arrow were good. Heroes of Tomorrow was also good, but so many going on at once, it's hard to catch up. Yeah, I think that was part of the problem. They have forgotten how to build stairs for some reason. No idea why. I never caught Supergirl. Didn't Supergirl start on a different channel and then move to WB? Great TV Superman. Chris is the best movie Superman. You know, the odd thing is, Superman, I have always liked Superman as a comic book character, but for some reason, I mean, the movie Superman, I like, but the TV show one, I don't know. I could never get into. I'm not saying that they were bad. I just, for some reason, once I saw Reeves, that was the guy I thought was Superman. Doom 360, Call of Duty, Outriders, and various Bethesda games. Bethesda games I tried to get into. I should have really liked Bethesda games, but for some reason I don't know. They never caught my attention the way I thought they should have. Can I get there? Yeah. Can you get there? You can't get to that very edge over there. That's fine. Where are my builders? I feel like I need more beavers. Having fun with Bethesda games. Do not treat them like they have main plot. The main plot is a suggestion that you will avoid. Superman and Lois, latest live action, was a great take on them as parents. Like I said, I heard good things about it. I don't know. For some reason, just didn't watch the WB ones after a certain point. Then again, I haven't watched a lot of just like television in a while, so that might be part of the problem. I think I need more beavers. Everybody really said they liked Smallville, but again, it's just one that I never got around to watching. What about the new one that was on Cartoon Network, I think it was? My Adventures with Superman. Did anybody watch that? Was it pretty good? TVs at all. Movies. Okay. Have to roll out to the couch. Alright, well thanks for stopping by. I've seen clips of that Superman. The new one that they had on Cartoon Network. And it looked alright. Not sure I could get behind the revamp of Mitzel Pitalik, but, you know. It's all right. There we go. But then again, superhero shows in general, I would say it's hard to beat, like Justice League. That had some of the best superhero, I think, superhero stories in general. Why are they not building that? They just don't want to? Logs. Oh, we have 4 logs. Well, I guess I gotta find some beavers to get some logs. We'll send you to get some logs. We'll pause you. If nobody's getting logs, that would be our issue. These guys don't need to be in there. Not right now, at least. Alright, we're down 2. Anything over here? Let's pause this. Actually, let's let that go, but we'll say it's the lowest priority. Hey, there's 33. What did they get in? Wow. Oh, they got the monument. Wow. What is your favorite type of weapon in games or real life? Good question. Being an elf, you would think it was a bow. And to be fair, I actually do really like bows. But, let's see. Always been a big fan of staves. Giant swords are nice. Vehicular combat is fun. I mean, technically those are a weapon, right? Just a really big one. I think everybody knows about my love for airships. Let's see. How are we doing water-wise? Doing fine. Bolt action rifle in 40 miles. I have never been the sniper type. Which, again, for an elf is probably a little hard to believe. But just never done that. Even with a bow, I think I would be like the Legolas in Helm's Deep. Technically has a bow, but stabs somebody with an arrow. That would be my thing. But, in all honesty, I would probably be riding some kind of vehicle. That would be my thing. Do we have trees yet? We're getting it. We're getting there. Close, but not quite. I see why we're having such issues. We don't need you to be good for the moment. Vehicles don't count as weapons. They're vehicles. You would have to describe the weapon on the vehicle. Fair enough. I would consider them, maybe. Oh, these guys are getting something. I would consider them a weapon. Just a multifaceted one. But I do have... I mean, I have my love of airships. Always have and always will. So, I mean, you could do any weapon that's on there. 34, 35... Ooh, there we go. Is that all the products? Yeah. 15 per level and 15 for every 20 adult beavers. I like bolt action rifles because it's satisfying chunk, chunk, chunk when you cycle the bolt, and it's just, you know what? I could see that. Definitely be satisfying somewhere. What's the one that makes the ping sound whenever it finishes a clip? It's famous because it makes a ping sound whenever they finish the clip on it. I don't remember what it's called. They use it in World War II? Main auto rifle. First one used in warfare. Oh, it was? I thought that one was used in, like, World War II. Well, that's neat. Did not know that that one was that far back. We have some logs. Hey, look at that. Everyone used bolt action rifles. They didn't have a lot of... Probably didn't have a lot of ways to maintain a machine gun or anything of that sort at the time. If they even had them. I don't know much about that period. I know a guy that's a history teacher. In fact, I know a couple of history teachers. And they would probably know. I don't remember history. Before World War II, semi-auto was invented during World War II. Ah! Was it because they kept running out of bullets? Wow. Let's see. Monuments. Well, how's my planks doing? Terrible. Sorry, before World War II. There we go. Alright, I have to figure out a way. Maybe I just, like, explode this whole area here and tunnel out. Cover it up, and then explode the other side. And have that fill from there. I think that's what we'll do. Do I need... If I put a sluice here... Do a sluice here. It'll lead to that, but that won't do me any good, because I got a sluice here. All the possibilities. Let's see. Sluice to there. Sluice here. What if I just blew up this whole air? No, that won't work either. Sluice. Well, this is quite the conundrum. That is a interesting. Oh, let's think. Oh, it's switching seasons. Switching seasons. 37. Nice. It's back to raining. Okay. What if we took all of them off this way and had the good water come up over here? No. Why does that cost 6.9 thousand? Is it because they can go down 22? That's weird. Do. So I'll say one thing, I hate SMGs because they're not as satisfying as any other guns. Feel like pea shooters. The little handheld, almost Uzi-like weapons. Okay, it's got to go that way. But it can't go into there. So it'll have to go there, there, and there for the bad water. And then good water. Nope. Oh. This is quite the conundrum. And there's 2 blocks there, aren't there? I suppose I could do a tunnel out that side. Let's just start with regular old... You know what? Let's do the tunnel with the path. I'm going to take out all of this here. We can put the blocks back if we need to. Well, technically, I mean, we can't quite put the blocks back if we need to. I'm going to have to find a place to dig a hole. The water spilling out. It may spill out. I hope it does not. But we're going to hopefully fix that so it doesn't. Where in the world do I want to put somewhere to dig a hole? Power? Dirt. Dirt. I've been playing water beavers too much lately. I can't remember. Oh, it's landscaping, isn't it? Dirt excavator. I need 2,000. Well, I'll have that in a minute. And then we'll put those up and we'll get some more of these. How big is that dirt excavator? Is it even going to fit there? I have the sluice unlocked. Aqueduct sluice. It already is. Oh, hold on. Oh, those are... I thought that was 2 width there, but it's not. Alright. Good catch. Good catch. Well. How are we gonna... We're gonna have to make this one big area here. Maybe drain it out this side. And then have the good water come out over here. So... let's... join them together here. And it might slightly delay some of our stuff, but I think I have an idea. We'll have to put a sluice, like, here. Up a layer. There's nothing up a layer. It's a cave. Take these out. Like so. We'll put this in here temporarily. We'll do the tunnel here, and it may spill out for a second, but that's okay. Then we'll do a sluice in front of this that will let us empty out the bad water. Right off the side of the map. Hopefully. Oh, I don't have extract. Blech. My bad. My bad. Alright, well. Now we know what we gotta get next. Do. Now that these things take next to no power. Okay. We need a centrifuge. We have 600. We got the stuff for it. All right. We'll deal with it all at once. That's how we'll do it. And all incorrectly, because that's what I excel at. Please. That back on. You guys just sitting around doing nothing? What? Why does it not give me the... I don't know. Give me... Play a game like this. Play with people instead of beavers? But a person can't gnaw through a tree. Well, I take that back. A person probably can gnaw through a tree, but it's considerably less fun to watch them. So I just need extract for that. Yep. Which is not terrible. We can get extract here. Just temporarily take this out. You ever heard of that post-apocalyptic colony game that sounds something like something you would like? It's the same premises as this. Which one? There's a couple that I've been looking into. Yep, that can go there. That can go there. This can go here. The one where you have to manage colony, make sure that every one of them survive. Things like food, water. I mean, there's a couple of those out there. There's like Frostpunk, which looks good. I eventually will probably get to it. I don't know about Frostpunk 2. I heard mixed reviews. When you start out with nothing but a few people and you've got to build an entire survival town. It does sound like that. Toxic rain and stuff. I would have to see... There's quite a few of them out there. I have to see which one. Okay, yes. Let's do 2 of them and then put back the dynamite factory. And that will connect them back in. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's RimWorld, which is similar but different. Yay, we got trees again. Ah, good. Okay, we've got trees. We've got planks. We're doing better. This guy... Not sure why it's not telling me there's nothing to do in range for these guys anymore. It's weird. We're talking about one where you're on Earth after an apocalypse and trying to survive it. Technically, you aren't your colonists, but you help them build things to survive at its natural post-apocalyptic town building. I am not sure. You'll have to look it up on Steam and let me know what it is. We can look into it. I'm definitely not opposed to playing other games, especially that are similar to this one. Oh, I need 3,000. That's fine. What is this? Bad water. Yes. That was fun too, but it's same style as a medieval game that is the same. What was that game? I was better at remembering names. Let's see. There was like a clone that was like Scottish in the 1300s. That was one of those type of games. I always forget to turn off Timber Lapse. I never use it. Am I done with all of these? Yeah. Cost 15 per level and 15 for every 20 adult beavers, rounded up. 102, good grief, no. But that was the... Oops, I forgot to let these gates down. That goes up. There we go. Whew, just caught them before they all died. But I did play some of that game, but I can't see myself playing that game again. Oh, did they get it built? They did get it built. Wonderful. All right, so let's do this. Let's get a sluice in here. One sluice. High priority. Close below contamination, 1%. And then we'll get another sluice. That can go... Oh, let's put you... crazy map. We'll put you... there. We'll also put one... here. We'll see if we can handle that. We'll do that. And this... close... above contamination 1%. And that will give us 2 outs on this area. And then all we have to do is cover it up. Hello, how are you doing? Metal platforms. We'll do maybe some here. There we go. Sure. We got 2, we got 3. We got, there's a 4 again, and 2 1s. Pillar? Meh. Little platform. Sure, why not? I have no idea what the name of the game is. I'm talking about. Yeah, that's okay. I don't remember many game names either. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? You know what? Yes, it will. Well, maybe not. That's not working. Metal plating on top of the sluices too. Yep. But I don't think this plane is gonna work. This one, that will have to be open. That will have to be blocked off. Which means all the water is gonna have to come through there. This is gonna be a problem. So you know what? We'll just take that out of there. There we go. Oh, hey, it's Death. How's it going, Death? Thank you for the hydrate. I've got my tea. So, if I just do this, we have one coming out this way, which should have a bunch of pressure from this, and one going out that way. Except I can't do that. I've got to... put a levee in there, and then do the 3s. There we go. I figured it out. Eating dinner. Well, what's for dinner? Alright, well thank you for stopping by, Prophet. Always good to see folks. There we go. Hardee's. You know, here's my Hardee's story. For some reason, the Hardee's in my area... Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Prophet. The Hardee's in my area, the older ones... Shouldn't need them on sluices. We'll see. Always made me sick when I was growing up until the Hardee's in town burned down, and then they got one of the new style Hardee's. Since then, it's been wonderful. That's kind of what I figured. But I appreciate stopping by. I appreciate it. Maybe old Hardee's was human. It could have been. That old Hardee's was... Ugh. When it burned down, there was so much smoke. It was like 3 blocks from a school. They had to shut down the school for like 2 days because the smoke was just generally headed in that direction. And it was so bad and so thick that, yeah, they had to shut down the whole area for a while. Hope for the CD theme. I don't know. It very well could have been Soylent Green. When they rebuilt it, they didn't even rebuild it on the same plot of land. They moved it away. Let's see. Where should I start the bots? Well, I should probably get some more science first. Where's all my science coming from? Oh, these. The land was cursed. The land was something. It was, not in good shape, that's for sure. I think I was going to build my bot factories over here. Which is fine. We can do that here in a minute. What am I getting? 20 science an hour? 20 science every 3/4 of an hour. Okay. Once I get bots, that'll be 24 hours for science. It was interesting. But no, the new Hardee's I've never had problems with. It's just the ones that are in the old Hardee's buildings. Or what are they called out west? When I lived in Phoenix, they were called something else. Big Star, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I went to one of them. Ooh, I need more of these. And we'll pull in some metal. Why not? There we go. Building lacks materials. That's probably true. Yeah. I don't know. Hardies, the new Hardies actually don't mind. The older ones always made me sick, but then again, there's some places I just can never eat. For some reason, Taco Bell never, ever, ever agrees with me. I always regret eating it the next day. Let's see. I don't really do Olive Garden. Is anybody here a big fan of Olive Garden? I could never... Then again, I don't eat a lot of... I'm definitely not a vegetarian. We'll just say that. What's the injury rate on those things? 2 per hour? Jeez. Gonna get some injured beavers here in a minute. Fine with Taco Bell as long as it's vegetarian style, because it's cheaper than meat. I didn't know that. Got a guy at work that he goes to Taco Bell like every chance he gets. He's the biggest Taco Bell fan. Although, to be fair, they put in a Chick-fil-A, and I've caught him going there a couple of times, which I like Chick-fil-A. I don't know what the big deal is with everybody else, but I don't mind them at all. I like the chicken sandwich. I leave the pickles off of it, though. What is this guy doing? Why did I have a lumberjack flag here? You ever just built something and go, why did I put that there? It must have been useful at one point. Are you guys all out of... Yeah, why are you not telling me that you don't have... Weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess they're technically waiting on those trees over there. Had stomach problem ever since the switch, except for cheese. Lactose intolerant. You know, I wasn't lactose intolerant until I got older. Something switched, and now can't drink chocolate milk like I used to. I used to drink tons of it. I was a big fan of chocolate milk, and now, yeah, just like more than a glass turns my stomach inside out. It's not pleasant. Here we go. All right. We're starting to make it across the map. Clearing out these trees. Chocolate almond milk. Is almond milk a little more expensive, though? I kind of live in a place that's known for having a lot of milk, and its milk is still expensive here. Logs. I just don't have logs. Different place, different... Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Let's see if we can get down here and maybe get some stairs. There we go. Cut trees. All that's gotta go. We'll see if we can get maybe... How are we doing? We've got extra beavers for a change. That's not bad. Put people back in here. We'll put people back in here. They get... Huh? Still working on the science stuff, aren't they? Yep. I would really love a copy and paste color here. These still taking... Yeah, they're barely taking anything. Neat. Almond milk is about $4 for a half gallon? Good grief. I'm paying $3 for a full gallon of, like, 2%. I think that's expensive. Moving out across the map here. I need to find my way to a mine. Where's a good mine? One comes in half gallon, never a full gallon. That's interesting. Wonder why not. Would it be too expensive, maybe? Don't cut those down. They never... Huh. Interesting. I wonder why. Let's get one here. Let's build suspension bridges. Do I have 1.8K? Was I saving up for something? I think I was saving up for robots, wasn't I? That's alright. Let's get those first. Stay on course. It's tougher than it sounds. Power. Generators. Give me an engine. Give me science. Bot factories. 1, 2, 3. And am I blocking the door there? No, no, no. Okay, good. I'm not blocking the door. This. Actually, no. Let's do this. The thing about these guys are slightly different in the fact that they will need fuel. So let's do a couple of fuel places here. But they'll also need power to be charged. Isn't that nice? There we go. So let's get power, science, charging stations in here. There we go. We'll get the ladders so they can get up there. Ladders to here. Ladders to here. We'll set this one for potatoes, because it's the best one to have. New storage. You know, at one point I was going to get dirt, wasn't I? Well, there went that idea. No recipe selected. Oh, we're already started. Watu. Make us some bot chassis. Bot limbs. Bot heads. And they have zip line right up to the other industrial areas, so they should be good there. We might put some of the parts down here eventually. Does my algae... Does my algae and my mushrooms need maybe another layer? Kind of feels like it, doesn't it? There we go. We'll let them work on that. They're doing okay there. We've got that blocked off, so theoretically, we'll see during the next bad tide, but that should, and I say should, enable us to keep this completely clean all the time. Now, up here is going to be the difficult ones. We might have to do a tower in the area that lifts the water up and then channels it all along the top, off the map, maybe? We'll figure that out as it goes. How is this doing? Are these... Let's put people back in those. There we go. Making connections across the map. That's what we need. They're getting that in there. They're getting all of those. We'll let those go in. What are we low on? Metal blocks. Dynamite. Do we even have gears listed? I don't think I have a single gear. I only have 2 gear workshops. Mad hell. Yeah. Darn ads. They're a pain in the butt. Let's get another engine in, because we're going to need it. I feel like we need more people harvesting trees. Through here. Oh, it's YouTube ads, though? Really? I didn't know YouTube ads were that bad. I feel like I want another one of these to give me even more science. But I also need some of these. So, I will compromise and get 2 more of those. But then also some of these. So bad people had to start using ad... Yeah. I understand the ad blocking point. I also understand... Well, more from a creator's point of view. Why not to, but I also understand why users would want to. I myself sometimes do, sometimes skip them, sometimes leave them on. It all depends what I feel like. It all depends. I need another layer of these already? Good grief. We'll do this way. This way. Get the 2s. That way. But Twitch has got some pretty terrible ads in general as well. So, I mean, What's the saying? 50 of one, 100 of the other. I want more science. But it looks like I need more trees. Maybe I should build another tree thing up here before we run out of trees. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh. Season change. It has to stop and think about it. There we go. There's your disadvantage. How large is this? Ooh. Let's... I might get this and plant this at one of our tree farms. In fact, where are all my tree farms? Do I not have tree farms? Kind of looks like I don't have tree farms. Have I just been taking trees off the map? Oh, willy-nilly? I have one tree farm. That's it. That's terrible. Real professional right there. That's what it is. All willy-nilly. Yep. That's what it is. Well, we'll fix that. I think there's a layer under that. Yeah, I can put a hole in that. That's fine. I think I can. Let's come over here. And we'll do some irrigation. Irrigation. Landscaping. We'll do this right about here. And then maybe we'll do another one. About there. About there. And then we'll put in some of the fertilizers, and we'll see if that does all right. You know what I forgot? I got the storage for the bad water. I forgot to put in the storage for the extract. I'm slipping, I tell you. Let's do this. And then we'll do... Storage. Large tank. I don't even have large tanks yet. Goodness. Look at me. Yeah, you can go there. I'd be slipping if I saw nothing. Fair enough. Well, I appreciate the not watching. Or the watching. I'm not sure how that goes. What are they waiting on here? Planks. Am I out of planks? These should be using 99% less. Smelter uses 99 and 100 metal blocks output. There's an infused planks. I don't even have those yet. Was there one more left that I didn't unlock? No. 600 from yesterday. Okay, well, that's alright. Being attacked by a moth. I'm old, but I'm not being attacked by moths old. Won't need those over here anymore. Moth could be worse. True. It definitely could be worse. There are definitely worse things around here that I could be attacked by. This way and this way. Get a couple more of these here. Nothing for these guys to do. There we go. It's materials. Alright, well they're trying. The giant radioactive No. But to be fair, I was also thinking of Mothra, so I mean, good call there. What are these guys missing? Gears and planks. Alright, gears and planks it is. Platforms. Six. That's 3,000. I don't have that much. Little platforms. There we go. And then we'll take these. Behind it. That tree? Does that tree have to go? It seems so. It definitely seems so. Okay, well, I guess that's not terrible. Oh, I can't get over there from here. Maybe that is terrible. Oh, I can get over there. Those two trees have to go. So, do a ladder. We'll do a ladder the right way. There we go. Looking good there. Builder's doing. I have plenty of food. I have plenty of water. I should probably invest in a large amount of water storage somewhere. If I say I dynamite some of this to even, let's see if I can put some water storage there. Oh, I also need... No, it's only 10 pine resin, so let's do this. Let's do dynamite under the road there. It's looking good. Still stuck over here. Guys, can we get the ladders in first? That would be great. Feel like I need to modernize. So I did start the white paws. I have 3 different playthroughs going through at the moment. I've got a super hard mode with even more mods than this one. I've got the white paws started, and then I've got today just came out with a wandering village. That would be exactly why I started the wandering village. I know it probably won't do as well as Timberborn on my channel, but you know what? I enjoy it, so I'm hoping that my enjoyment of it transfers over. Where could I start another colony? I feel like maybe I could start a nice one up here if there's water up here somewhere. A little bit of water there, but not so much. I I could definitely start one up here and use some of this water. What are my builders trying to build? I gotta find a builder. Fan. There we go. All right. Well, oh, I was going to find a builder, wasn't I? Where I was distracted. All right, Van Jin, what are you building? You have some metal. Ah, I see. You're coming down here. Okay. You're grabbing logs. Ah, I see. You're building the second section of our industrial on top here. Well, that's fine. You can do that. Oh, has he got biofuel? Yep. Let's get storage for that. For the biofuel, for the catalyst that we'll need. And it looks like we're about halfway to getting our first bot. Put you there. Five injured beavers. It's from all these modern buildings. Darn modern buildings. Alright, well, that's fine. We're up to 3.6. You know what? I want the long suspension bridge. Although, steel bridges are sometimes nice. 10 by 1. And it's still not quite long enough. $13 by 1. You could almost make it across that gap. 25 by 1. You need a really, really long thing to cross a gap. Here you go. How's the colorful playthrough going? What about Beaverlawn Heights? On the secret water block in the blueberry patch. I have not found the secret water block in the blueberry patch. I will have to look through it next time I play there. So far, the colorful playthrough's been going pretty well. We're surviving, I think. How are you doing, Kudzen? Oh, would you look at that? I have used the layer tool through it quite a ways, but the real trick is... Where's my water down? The real trick there is being able to follow each one of the rivers that go down through that. Well, let's see. Let's take this out of here. This I won't need anymore. There we go. Tired. Yes, I feel that. Oh, they're also surviving beavers. Hold my ale. Yeah. Yeah, some days they disagree with me on the survival point. I need to set up a huge tree farm over here. Do. Land stopping. Platforms. There's that. There's that. Did you find your name in U7 water beavers? What did I call them? I know I called the colony as a whole White Paw Hollow, but I haven't got names for districts yet. So that's always open. Let's do... Yes. Yeah, that'll work. One of those, and... one of those. That should be good. Foresters. That. No, your name, Eld Games, has been added to the beaver name. Oh, yes, actually. I was playing it the other day, and I saw my actual name. I was very amazed. I made sure to give myself the worst job possible that I could think of. Which I think at the time was like bad water bucketing, but it might not be anymore. All of those have to go. Shaming wheel. I don't have a shaming wheel. Otherwise, yeah, it probably would have went in. You would have went into the shaming wheel. That's the honest truth. Had I had a shaming wheel, that's where my beaver would have ended up. My water beaver is U7. There's currently 1.555. There's several elds. If that's not nightmare fuel, I don't know what is. Should be made to force the beaver to improve on their happiness. Yeah. Poor beaver. That's all right. I'm sure they'll do just fine in my colony. Although when I found the first eld on water beavers, they were far younger than I, so I was happy for them that they were so young. Young and full of life, I'm sure. Seconds per frame on the lowest. Yeah. Well, that does happen. You know what? Maybe I should blow up one more area here. Landscaping. There we go. That'll let me get in 3 properly. Cool mod. A gym mod to let the beavers get stronger. Well, I mean, that's kind of a combination of the scientific projects where they can carry extra stuff. And let's see. What's my next cost? 24 per day? It's not terrible. I might do that. See if they'll build a little bit faster. So that much, but I don't know how I feel. I like the scientific projects. I thought it was a great idea. It gives you something to do with excess science. Hydrate. Thank you. Good tea. I've got 100 happiness, so with bonuses, my life expectancy is 180%. So about 200 days. Jeez. I mean, You used to be able to make the golems immortal, but other than that, that's one of the longest living beavers that I've heard of. I know what to do with science. Control towers. Yeah, but you're still producing science after that. It's not like it goes down. These guys should be using... Why are these guys still using input power? Feels like they shouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure I have a scientific project that's supposed to take that down. Workshops use... Smelter uses 99.9% power. Uses... Am I reading this right? Smelter uses minus 99.99% power. Power? Scientific projects compatible with use. I don't think they are. I think they only work on regular. I didn't write it. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Wood. Let's get some wood workshops in here. Put 2 here. Minus 9. Power squared. That's right. Power to the second power. The scientific products is just called scientific projects. There's some add-ons beyond this too, but for some reason I could never get them to work. I could only get the base one to work. There's ones that like change weather patterns and some other various stuff as well. But for some reason, every time I try and load those, it crashes the game, so I'm not using those currently. Oh, how much is it to unlock this? 5K. Power squared. It's very powerful power. I tried to add Tory Gate, but I can't see it in the build menu. Make sure... Usually, if it loads and it's not there, it's usually the more groups. You either need to add the more groups. And that needs to load... I want to say before it. Oh, it's changing. Ah, that's what it was. Rain. Nuclear power type power. Exactly. Water beavers, nuclear power type power. Good grief. Am I just missing planks? Yeah. I have more groups. Is it before or after? Is it like at the end? I want to say it needs to be before, but... Yeah, try that. Switch it around and see if it makes any difference. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, I got more trees. All right. How's my... I'm still low on lumber overall. Torgate. Ah, okay. Got enough work buildings? Oh, no. Never enough work buildings. Never enough buildings in progress. Would you look at that? Well, they've got started. What do they need? Of course, planks. Alright, well... Maybe I should just spend a little bit and get some more plank factories. Make a temporary plank area. Planking area... I think that was a fad at one time, but I don't remember. I think that was after my time. Let's see. I guess if it's temporary, I can probably put it just about anywhere, couldn't I? Power. Power generators. those out of there. Those out of there. Those out of there. It's like laying like a plank on the ground. Yeah. I was never good with friends. It's just not my thing. I mean, not the only thing I'm terrible at, but friends in general, I'm just not great with. Future districts, plank, gears, trees, pines, yeah. We've got a lot of stuff that I need to get in future districts. This can all go. Didn't I have the one that lets you replant some of these with other things? Forest tool. Forestry overriding. Pine. There we go. We'll do this chunk. Make sure everything is pine. It's all pine. Back to Valheim. Well, have fun in Valheim. Who knows? Maybe one of these days. I mean, I started playing Wandering Village, so... We're going to cut trees. We're just going to cut these down and have them replanted. One day. Exactly. How are they doing over here? I need to mark this to plant oak. All oak, all the time. It's all oak. And then forestry override with oak. There you go. Not really much point in having you guys there. Oak. Did need to find a way to get over to here. Gotta take those out too. There we go. I got distracted before I could build the plank thing, didn't I? I had 200 something of them at one point. Where did they all go? No, I didn't get distracted. I was setting up an area. Power generators. You. So that's 400. And planks are 75. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be, what, 325? Should be 5? That's good enough. Good enough. I could do the quick math, but I'm not going to. Planks. You are for logs to come into. You are for planks to go out of. You can be paused. And we'll make these high priority. I mean, there's plenty of trees all across the world. I just have to chop them down. Cut trees. Cut. All of those can go. I don't know why those are marked not to cut, but we're going to cut them. And then, hey, look at that. Fertilizer. There we go. Yeah, it's good enough. We'll do that. Still a bit used to the buildings that run themselves. Oh, speaking of buildings that run themselves, I've got 3 bots that aren't doing anything. Do I want to wait and get 800 more? I might wait and get 800 more science. Where are my bots? Bots? Bots. Nothing. Okay. Bots. All the bots. All the bots. Iron bot. What the? See, there he is. Okay. So he does need biofuel and energy, and then he needs all 4 as well, which is okay. We can work our way into that. They have some charging stations. They should have biofuel being made. They do. This guy has got pine resin. You know what? Let's get some storage for it. Like, originally I was going to put another biofuel place there, but it can wait. Storage for pine resin. Pine resin. There we go. What are you waiting for? Ah, gears. Okay, well, it's on the... Let's make that the highest of priorities so it gets its gears first. I'm not sure why those are taking power when they shouldn't be. Unless I misunderstood how the scientific projects work. Or maybe they don't work for this mod. I don't... With this combination of mods, I'm not sure. Those guys have collected everything they need to collect. Good work, guys. Good work. How is... Plenty of canola oil. How much canola oil am I saving? Dandelions, I don't care too much about. Mushrooms... I could probably get a place to store mushrooms, but since we seem to be going through them so quickly... Oh, I don't have a place to store fermented mushrooms. Alright, well, time to add on to this tower. Let's see, I need this one. And then a bunch of ones. Platforms, you. They go here. That can go there. Grab the stairs. Grab the path. Path. There you go. And... quit disappearing. We'll get mushrooms and fermented mushrooms. There you go. That can go. Storage tanks. 3 of them. Hopefully that's enough water for now. And a 4th one here, just because we can. Just cause we can. They're still working on the gears here. That's okay. Suppose I could just extend a gear line out this way. Are you within range of those and I just haven't told you to cut them? Yes. Cut all that. We don't need to cut any of this anymore. Or that. Or this. Or any of this. There we go. What's that missing? Planks. Okay, well. Could be worse. feel like I should make roads here just to save them from taking all these little things out, but that's all right. Would it be more efficient? Yes, absolutely. Would it make that big of a difference? It's fine. Are you guys all just sitting around on your butt? Yeah. Should not need this many guys down here. I was gonna get a suspension bridge. There we go. Yep. Although it's gonna take a while to actually be able to build it. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll just have to do bridge after bridge, which I don't usually like doing because it looks weird, but that's just going to be what we have to live with. And then you guys can get over here. And what was I going for over here? Oh, there's more metal. Is there a mine around here somewhere? Here, mine. Mine is mine. There's a mine. Well, we're kind of working our way over there. This way. You're already done with those trees? Good grief, guys. So, I gotta work my way across this way, it looks like. Which is gonna take some resources. There we go. You go there. Come over here. Do that way. Actually, this way. It's gonna have to be this way. Can keep them out of the water here. I think I can. Do this. That. Twos. Two. Where's that suspension bridge that I just got? There we go. Now the question is, how do I get down? Or I could change this up. Let's look at this from another angle. If I go here, then I could simply go that. Is this a weird way to do this? Yeah, probably. Am I known for doing things the correct way? No, not really. There we go. And we'll even put in... well, we won't put that in, but... we'll put in a couple of foresters over here, and we can pick these trees up for lumber. There we go. Alright, are you guys done pretty much? Yeah, pretty much. We still waiting on gears? Oh, guys. Yes. Yes. I have 5 extra beavers. Do I have a lot of haulers just sitting around? No? What are they carrying? Okay, well, he went home for the day. I guess that's not terrible. I have one tree farm here. Which can I cover? Remove those two, I can get a good portion of that in there. So that's what we're going to do. Gonna be right there. Reloaded after moving Torii gates from below groups to above groups. No change. Not sure. Are we sure that Torii gates and frog statue are compatible with Water Beavers 7? Scientific projects worked. Really? I'm a bit surprised. Hopefully the projects themselves don't crash your game. You could always try like a quick save and use developer mode to give yourself a bunch of science and see if that buying all of them causes a crash. If it doesn't, then you're good to go. They loaded. You don't know if that's fair. I mean, you can see if you buy them, if you choose a beaver, it'll tell you what supposedly that they're getting. 500k science. Okay, yeah, that should be fine then. You should be able to buy most of them. If they work, though, that would be an interesting combination for the white paws there. Wood. Do. Yeah, I don't need console. No, with 500k science. That's a lot of science. Fine. Go. Cut trees. Why are those not marked to cut? They should be. Planks. Well, if I could get... Well, there's nobody... What do you mean there's nobody in these? Why is there nobody in these? There should be. I keep spending science when I'm trying to get up to 5k science. Is there nobody in any of these? Turn you off. Logs. They're all full. I just... No available. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I mean, we might as well use the beavers that we have. You want me to send you 100k science? I've already unlocked everything. Well, I mean, if only. If only. No, I'm enjoying the water beavers playthrough that I'm doing. Both the on-screen one and the off-screen one. The off-screen one, I'm using basically the same map, but just playing it differently. Hydrate. Well, there went my coaster. Thank you, Death. My coaster sticks to the bottom of my glass. Sticks to the bottom of every glass. I don't know what's with that coaster. Let's make these a bit higher priority. And you know what? I'm going to redraw all these so they stop. Doing that. Hey, it's Mal. How's it going, Mal? There we go. Alright, now that I don't need those roads, they can all go away. And that solves the problem of them wanting to destroy a bunch of stuff that they shouldn't waste their time trying to destroy. How's the beavers from Beavertown? So far, so good. They're surviving. You can't ask much more of them. Ooh. Surfing. You know, that's a fair... I don't think it's Maoist in the first one there, Kudzen. I think it's Maoist in, like, the sound a cat makes. At least that's always been my thought. I could be wrong. Mao could tell you different. Man, what have my builders been doing? Waiting? You know what? Don't prioritize these. Prioritize the pile there by them. J is Nordic J, so it sounds like an E or a Y. See? There's your answer. It's a Nordic J. Not to be confused with Dr. J. I don't think he was Nordic, though. Ah, yay, they got it. Okay. That's out of there. I am still waiting on all of my containers, because I need gears. Well, this is going to take forever. That's alright. Am I low? I'm not low on anything. Just low on production. Oh, I don't have eggplant. Do I not have eggplant storage? I don't have eggplant storage. I don't have... Still working on this storage. Well, let's go ahead and plan for the eggplant storage, I guess. Eggplant storage. Nope, 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 nope. There it goes. Eggplant. And up we go. Our storage tower is doing pretty well. Eggplants. And eggplant rations. Eggplant rations. There we go. So now we just have to wait for them to actually catch up on some of the production side. Let's get that in there. Planks and metal blocks. How are you doing on metal blocks? 2 hours per block. So every 2 hours, I have 2 blocks, or a block an hour. Not great, but passable. There we go. There we go. Now the planks are starting to catch up. Need more metal blocks, though, it looks like. At least I don't have to worry about bad water down in here anymore. Probably take a lot of these resources back, but that's okay. We'll leave it until we're 100% sure. No, I could probably just turn this whole bad water source off right here, because it could all flow off this way. I don't know why I put dams here. I really didn't need to. There we go. That can all go out that way. If I do levees, then it should all flow out that way. Watch it overflow, but, you know, if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. You full of metal? You're full of something. There you go. What are we doing metal-wise? I think metal-wise we're pretty full. How are we doing power-wise? Let's put in another one here. And we'll start on a line of gear factories. What are these? 120, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then... these guys finished that? They did. Just in time for me. Add a whole nother layer. You go up there. Go there. And... need the 2. That's what I need. And stairs. There we go. Looking good. Oh, yes, I could do some dams down here. It's not like I don't have the resources for it. There's 1, there's 2. 3. Platforms in so they can walk to each one of them. There we go. Food is holding up fine. Water's holding up fine. I don't know if I can speed it up without losing a ton of frame rate. Well, I can during the night. I don't know if I can during the day. We'll see how bad it gets during the day. Not great. We'll go down to 2. Solid 10 SP. Yes! 10 seconds per frame. Yep. I mean, if that's really the only... that seems to be really the only complaint that I still have with the game is the frame rate. It just needs some optimizing. Alright, builders, what are you up to? What are you building? Are you still working on this stuff down here? You are... What are you doing? Ah, you're working on the robots. And I do have over 2,000... Yeah. Yeah, that will definitely take a toll. I have a feeling before I finish this map that I will have quite a few beavers as well. Let's see, is there anywhere I can maybe go to? Eventually we'll have to block off that water source. These water sources up here are going to be fun. Let's see. We got our pink bakeries. They're doing all right. Got so many pies. Fix the last resource that isn't always maxed. Issue on terraforming to put another sequoia farm. Ah, good old terraforming. That's always interesting with the white paws. Easy to dig down with them, but such a pain in the butt to dig back up. Dig up, I guess. I more mean build up, but yeah, you know what I mean. Let's reduce you to 1 for a minute. What are you guys doing? Okay, you're still working on the expansion here. Alright, understandable. Giving up on minty bamboo sheets. Need 1,000 a day. Probably need to find what's using so many minty bamboo. Reduce the requirements. Are you still playing on the version 6 or the version 7? Because, I mean, there's always the pillows in version 7. Pause those. 7. Maybe it's the pillows. Maybe they're making a lot of pillows. I don't know why they're making so many pillows, but who knows? Let's do landscaping. I guess I don't need to turn those off because I'm going to go the other way. We want to go. I could do sluices. That way they all go this way. You know what? We'll try it. And if it causes a mess, it causes a mess. Right? Messes are just fine. Oh, I have 6,000. Which means bots making bot parts. Bots making bot parts. It might be the cold essence. What are they using the cold essence for? Just need to go back to regular beavers, even though we don't have any. What are we using here? Gears? Okay. You need gears. You need gears. Okay. Well, our planks are filling back up. It's just the gears, and it looks like the metal. Endothermic essences. Check that later. There you go. Well, at least you got an idea of what's causing it. Well, I hope they're building something. Could have swore there was a mod to let me check and see what the build order is and what they're working on, but I always forget to go looking for it. Grabbing a plank and going all the way back. Oh, that's what they're building. That's fine. They can build that. They'll be okay. Okay, well, they're building. Guess I can't complain too much. Oh, he's taking a shower. I probably shouldn't check on him at that point. I wonder if I went down to 16 hours if my well-being would go up anymore, or if it would simply just slow my building down. Let's see. I'm getting more and more bots, though. I have a feeling that this is where most of my gears are going. Let's make these just a little more important, because we can get those built. What are you waiting on? Planks? Okay. Are these all waiting on planks? Yeah. I have planks, don't I? I have plenty of planks. Are they actually building them? Okay, they are building them. Do-do-do-do. Alright, well, they got that one in. You don't need to be there. You don't. You two don't. There's no trees to cut over here yet, guys. Lacks materials. You don't say. I need to get up to 10k so I can get these guys replaced. Bots can make more bots. What is science? How much is this? 1k control tower? It really won't do us much good because I think we're just missing gears from these. Alright, guys. They're not doing any good there. Zip lines, zip lines. This week's work was fun. Part-timers parts showed up, but things were missing or wrong, so we only got halfway. I didn't send him 3 parts, one of which was wrong, and he produced just the part to fit into that wrong part. All the parts I was testing, the time I wasn't using for assembly broke or didn't work. Yeah. Good grief. That sounds like a rough week. Yeah, my week went kind of rough too, but that's just the way it is. I mean, it had bads, but it also had some goods, so... Well, I kind of like a bad tide to test this over here to make sure that that works. 1 to 2 hours overtime each day. Yeah, I had quite a bit of overtime this week as well. I didn't mean to, so Hopefully they don't throw too much of a fit about it, but I guess we will see. You never know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So, I need to start making my way over here to this island with this. So we'll make this a bit more high priority as well. They can come down and get these trees. This can go out. Come in. There we go. Make my way across the map with this. Let's see. Fly. Zipline pylons. We can do something like this. Let's see if we can make our way. Well, we're going to have to clear out some of that first anyway. Consistently with boss and his son, so I couldn't even take an hour for lunch. Just a 15-minute lunch. Ew. That is rough. Hey, what are you doing? I at least got most of my lunches this week. So I can't complain too much about that. Take those out of there. Let's also get these out of there. Would you look at this? It's in. Apply fertilizer to tree gatherables. Oh, I forgot it could do that. Trees affected. 62. Tree fertilizer, 0 out of 50. Where do I make tree fertilizer? That's you? No? Oh, I think I gotta get a different building. Food? Aquatic farmhouse? No. I don't have those yet, so I'll have to get that eventually. Coffee brewery, I should probably get that. Was it like a chemist or something? Water? Well-being? I don't think it's in well-being. That doesn't make much sense. Decoration? No. Printing press. Workshop. Hmm. 99% sure it's the chemist, but as to where the chemist is, I do not know. Pipes? Oh, yes. Been a while since I've seen pipe. Rising food prices have been hitting cafeteria. Prices are 50% besides the shrinkflation they did on portions. Yeah. Talking a little bit about that earlier. Price of milk in my area is really high at the moment, and since we live really close to where all the milk comes from, you'd think it'd be cheaper, but no, it's not. Aha, chemist. Oh, heck, I should have built this a while ago. Chemist. The chemist. Looks like you're going there. Recipe. First one. Hopefully that doesn't crash everything. Oh no, it's changing seasons. Always wait. Okay. How are you doing? 15, okay. Well, maybe when these come in, we'll get more gears per day. 4 that aren't doing much. So I need the tree fertilizer from the chemist. Where can I employ? How much does this go? 7.5. Good grief. What about this? 1.5. Yeah. Undo. What are you? Work efficiency. Oh boy. Let's see. What else can I have these guys do until they basically kill themselves? Maybe I should put them in the gear and we'll see if it's one. Our planks, you know what? We'll employ them for planks. Then these guys can go find something else to do until they're done. 7 beavers. What does the chemist need? Just random junk. $10 for lunch to 15. Not much. The bank balance squeaks through most month and extra 5. Yes, it does. I've actually... Normally, I had been eating at the cafeteria where I work, but I've been taking my lunch quite often lately. In all honesty, I would prefer to take my lunch because where I work, the cafeteria is not very good. But, you know, it's very convenient at least. Those are all water blocks. Are these water blocks? No, but it heads out that way. Interesting. Hey, there we go. Turn off that. I think these are all set to automate, but I don't know if they actually... No, let's turn it back on. Automate. Automate. There we go. And these can all come back on now. There we go. It's the lunch meetings. Boss eats in the cafe and wants an update on the yeah. The wonders of living in Japan. Heard the work culture there can be a bit rough. No, I was going to put in a place to get a bunch of dirt, and I forgot about it completely. Oh well. What's this doing? It's doing alright. He's replanting over here. Pulling in logs. This is in. But we need the chemist to start filling those up. Now we've got those. Let's say That's the new important thing. Hey, I got that in there. That is mushrooms. So let's get mushrooms. We'll set this for algae. Luckily, my boss is pretty lenient on lunches and lunchtime. Oh, no, that's extract. I need... Really? Only have that much storage for extract? Oh, because I was working on this. Or extract. Extract. There we go. And it's got everything except gears, which... hopefully gets fixed here before too long. Although... oh, I do have another layer in at the lodge. They just need to build it. I clocked out on Friday. I've gotten 10 emails and double that message notifications for company chat and a couple of direct messages. Ugh. Yeah, that ability to contact you at any time, that's always rough. They tell us specifically not to look at email when you're not on company time. Because here they do have to pay us for that. And it all adds up to overtime, which, again, sometimes they don't care about. Other times, it's the worst thing ever. So... why is that bush still there? I don't know. Do we have somebody in here? We do! And they're making fertilizer. Yay! Don't know how much it'll all use, but we'll see who gets it. And then hopefully the trees will start growing faster. I don't know why in a surprisingly refreshing season it has the worrisome music, but eh. Probably best not to ask. Alright, builders, what are you building now? Are you building... ah, I see. One log. Oh, you're building over here. Okay, well that's fine. You still have a gear. Where are you going with the gear? Over here. To build those. That's fine. I'm good with building that. Got another log. Just going back and forth, building what he wants. My well-being hasn't really increased that much, so I might as well just put them at 20. Well, at least it's a refreshing season, so that if that does spill over, then it's just regular water everywhere. He's a busy beaver, isn't he? What is my 10% work efficiency? That's like 200 and something, isn't it? 130 per day. I don't know if we want that. It's 32 per day. That's all right. Would that solve some gear issues? Maybe. Okay, you're at least full of planks. Good. So they can get gears, they can get planks. I should probably build some storage for the gears so they don't stop. Gear going out. How is it looking underneath here? I think my water is coming along. What is this? 65, 118, 255. 65, 118, 55. There we go. Water's okay. These guys have literally nothing to do, so they can go. They must have been hiding out under there for seasons. Build. Free fertilizer. Right there. All go. They all go down the... Stop and grab some water on their way out. Almost got all this taken care of. That can go. Pick that up, please. Let's get a gear in there. And then we can turn on this gear station. There we go. Oh, we are clearing our way off the top. That's good. Oh, look at that. We've got this all in. Cut trees. Do I not have any of that marked to cut? Nope, I sure don't. Let's mark all this, so we can make our way up to the mine here. Maybe we'll get a mine next time. What are the other ones? Cattail crackers. I don't have the farms yet for those. Although, since this should now all be good water all the time, we could put some of it up here. We'll put it in, and if they get to it, they get to it, and if they don't, they don't. We'll at least make a spot for it. That should be helpful, right? There we go. I should be able to build all that. Food. Aquatic farmhouse. If I do this, yep. I grab one of these. Set of stairs. Actually, we'll do a ladder. If I do a ladder. There we go. Then we can plant up spatterdock and cattail And we'll at least get started on that food. How did 2 berry bushes get in here? I have no idea. Out you go. Tree fertilizer. Let's prioritize this place so that we know we can get as much tree fertilizer as we can out of it. I think those places go through tree fertilizer quite quickly. Tree fertilizer 2. Fertilizer consumption 1.9 per hour. So, yeah, quite a few. That's weird. Where are they? Oh, logs and planks. They should be able to handle most of that. They're still planting on those. And tree fertilizer. 3 tree fertilizers. I think the other one requires dirt. Let me double check. What was that under? Wood? Science, the chemist. There we go. Dirt, extract, water. Dirt would be the only thing that I don't have there. And I originally had planned to set up something to get dirt, but as you can see, that never came to fruition. Well, we still don't have these metal blocks or... I need to unpause these to get some scrap? No. Metal blocks are very in demand at the moment. I definitely have not risen to meet the demand. Yep, metal blocks, metal blocks. Well, we'll just do this then. All of that can go. So all that's out of there. Once all that's out of there, then we don't have to worry. We'll set up something for metal blocks, and we'll just mass produce those too. Keep both areas going. Oh, hey, we got another observatory. All right. We can live with that, right? Is out of power over here. Some logs over here. Come on, you can do it. Well, hopefully that jumps us up to 10K science pretty quickly. Oh, there it's raining again. Rain seems to be popular with the weather mod. Which again would be another interesting one with the white paws. I only played a very little bit of the leaf coats. So if anybody has experience with that, let me know. So I was just kind of, oh, okay, this is them, and then didn't play too much. Didn't play as much as I could have. That is definitely for sure. Do I need more beavers again? Looks like it. More beavers it is. Skyscraper, because that's how you get skyscrapers. Grab that. Grab all those. Do. Well, maybe we could do some more well-being at some point. So I'm actually going to have to remove one more row, aren't I? Yep. Road is actually going to have to go down that way. Road here. And there. There we go. They can pull some of that stuff out of there. 6.2. What are they waiting on? Everything. They haven't even started yet. My guess is because that hasn't started. Yeah, it needs a gear. Let's get those two built. Before we call it for the evening, we'll get those two built. We'll see what else they'll be able to do. How's my chemist doing? It's a neat little building. It looks almost handcrafted in the right style. It's a nicely made model. Yes, get somebody in here, please. I would like them to continue to make tree fertilizer. That is important. Food. Looks like I need a tank for canola oil. And again, oh look, the extract tank finished. So they can actually make extract. See if this next level will bring them enough well-being. So long. Housing. I mean, I could switch to advanced breeding pods, but that would be a pain. It just works better this way. Nothing there. May end up needing more than one chemist. We'll see after I switch to the better ones. Oh, how did that berry get there? Randomly spawning berries. I could do one here too. Let's see where a good place to be. There. Put it here. No, it need to be deeper in the woods. Like here. Lose a ton of trees doing it. But hopefully it would grow faster. So it's 180, 168, 137. 168, 137. There we go. Those two. And then everything on its way to it. And here. Once they're done cutting those out, I don't really have to worry too much about the rest of it. That can all be cut, but we'll say don't. Cut to this area. Cut that. Don't cut any of this. There you go. Alright, they're up and running. Good. Don't know that there's anybody in the gear place. There's not. Now, switch you over to bots. Some fertilizer in there. There we go. That'll help that pine grow faster. Get all those trees in there. They should be good to go. Could and should build more beaver housing. Mushrooms are going up. Berry meal bars. Do I not have berry meal bars stored anywhere? I have the pies, but I don't have berry meal bars. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we'll store some berry meal bars somewhere. One more layer before we call it an evening. Two. There we go. Single here. There's that. And a staircase. And we'll do berry meal bars. I don't know what I'll put in the other one. We'll just pause it for now, but until I need something. Berry. Oh, eventually, you know what? That could be the maple pastries. Where's the meal bars? There we go. And you could be maple pastries whenever we actually get some. Okay, that'll work. They're already on their way up. Metal. Oh, I'm just going to do this. According to scientific projects, that should take next to no power, but we'll find out. If not, I might make a note and say, hey, I don't understand that particular scientific perk. What is this? Oh, injury. Or it's not working. No good selected. Oh, you are supposed to be for biofuel. There you go. You will be for catalyst whenever we actually get it. Which is what you'll be making, but I don't know that we'll be able to do that. Not today, at least. These are all gears and scrap. How are you doing? You're still working on stuff. Okay. That's fine. Those. You have some tree fertilizer. You have a little more. You have... No, you don't have any. That's okay. There's still some to be picked up. It's not like we're low on any of that material. There you go. Average growth decreased by 11.1 days. Nice. You know what I could do right outside the chemist here? Let's put in just a bit of storage for maybe some extra tree fertilizer. I don't know if they're ever gonna have it, but meh. Just in case. Put you right there. Tree fertilizer, and it can go out. There you go. It's just 28 logs. They ought to be able to build it pretty quickly. Bad water. Yep. Speaking of which, how's bad water over here? Oh, not bad. But we do need an extra person there. Low on beavers, but we're not low on beds. We're just have a bunch of kits. Well, I think we've set out to do... We at least got this taken care of. And it looks to be working. This should be closed. This should be open. And it is. So that should take care of all of this. There's nobody over here? Oh, goodness. Let's get some people over here. There we go. That should be just fine. We've got a huge beaver apartment tower going here. That's not so bad. You know what? The 20 hours isn't working. Let's go with the 18. That seemed to be the best of the well-being to time working. So we'll do that. Let him go with that. But I think that's going to be it for me for the evening. Let's see. Do I know anybody that's on? We're just going to call it there. I should be back on Twitch on Tuesday, Wednesday of next week with a couple of interesting games, and then be back here for more of this on Saturday evening. over on YouTube, I've also got a couple of different colonies in Timberborn going. I've got a fully modded tower map that I'm playing through. I've got the the White Paws playthrough, Water Beavers playthrough. And then I'm also starting a wandering village. So if you've ever wanted to take a look at that, hop over there and check that out. But I think that's going to do it for today. So as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by and hope to see you next time. Bye.